Good morning, collective. Welcome back to my channel. It's Ali here once again with another daily message from Spirit. Hope everyone's having a wonderful morning so far, wherever you are in the world. I know I'm in really high spirits today. I can feel it as soon as I woke up a few hours ago, but the sun is shining, the weather's a little bit crisp. It's definitely autumn weather, especially where I am right now. So the leaves are changing in terms of their color, and they're starting to just have this whole beautiful mix of orange and red and purple. Very, very beautiful colors. I definitely enjoy this season. One of my favorites out of the four. Now, before we dive into the reading today, I did want to remind you that even though I post daily messages, as most of you know that watch me, I do the reading as well as post on the same day. I like to keep all the energy and intention for that particular day. And again, even though I post on not specific days, but I post every day in a certain time frame here, the messages are essentially timeless, okay? Because for our 3D experience as the collective, we have more of a sense of, because of our hippocampus, we have more of a sense of past, present, and future, okay? It's a little relationship that our hippocampus has with our amygdala here, and it gives us a sense of time. However, energy is fluid, okay, and it can't be destroyed or anything like that. It can really only be transferred. So energy is always existent, and because of that, this message is essentially timeless. So every reading that I post, even the ones that I've already posted to the channel here, if they are meant to find you, they will find you, and they will also find you at a time where you're more likely to hear that message. Okay, so Spirit, everything is in divine timing. So Spirit will present you with experiences, collectives, readings, interactions with people, things like that, that are meant to be part of your process there, whether that's a larger event for you or a smaller event for you. Okay, so now let's dive into the reading here and see what Spirit has for us. As soon as I said that, you guys, as soon as I just finished there, started shuffling, I got the message, too much. Toomuch, too much. So I don't know if some of you are feeling overwhelmed today or this week with the amount of tasks in your day. We'll see what that's about, if that has any connection with the reading, or perhaps just that little phrase there, someone needed to hear it that's watching. Okay. Spirit, what is the overall energy today for the collective? These oracle cards are so beautiful. I have a few decks, but this is the one that I really like. I tend to use my favorites or whatever I'm gravitated to, but it tends to be the same few here. Oh, what do you need to release? Waning moon. Okay. I'm immediately getting the sense, you guys, as well. I know I said that where I am right now, it's fall, so the weather is getting colder. However, just to give you a heads up, also where I am in terms of location here on the planet, even though fall starts for us, I believe it was the 21st or the 22nd, somewhere around there for September, we get a lot of snow very early on. Sometimes, in the next 3 weeks to a month is when we get a lot of snow here. And I'm getting, just off the bat, I normally don't feel this, but I'm getting that this needing to release something is going to come to a head in the wintertime, once there's a lot of snow on the ground. Okay, maybe perhaps you do live somewhere where it snows as well, but something to do with the snow here. And I'm getting the feeling that for the collective, there'll be a time where you're going to go for perhaps a walk, either by yourself or with someone that you really trust. I get it's more of an intimate walk here, where it's not going to be a big group, but it is going to be colder weather, and it may be snowing, okay, or around the holiday time. I'm getting as well that you're going to go for a walk, and it's going to be a bit of an epiphany for you, a bit of a reflection point where you realize that as a collective, I've been feeling this for a while, but as a collective, perhaps we're hanging on to things that don't serve us anymore. And it's time to reflect on that and kind of cut where we need to cut, or trim where we need to trim, essentially, in our lives, so that we're living a more fulfilled life for ourselves, not for anybody else, right? Spirit, can we get some further details? Oh, there we go. Can we get some further details regarding today's message? What does the collective need to release here? Okay, pardon me, let me just pull that out. Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. Like I said, we need to walk away from something. Okay, so I see that Queen is focused on her money there, her abundance. Is that what we need to let go of? Let's see. Okay, let's take those cards. We have, I'll take them in order. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Yes, definitely. All right, you guys. I get the sense that, especially with the Queen of Pentacles being the starting card here, that we've been so, there's many of us in the collective that have been so focused on the financial aspect and the abundance aspect. So looking at things in our 3D experience that we can either get for cheap or expensive, or pardon me, inexpensive or free. And also we've been looking at our budget a lot, okay, which is understandable, especially given the current circumstances, pardon me. But I'm getting a sense that what we're doing is we're focusing so much on saving, so much on making sure that there is financial stability, that we're imbalanced. It's kind of become a routine. So perhaps with your current role, if it's a 9 to 5, could be a job that's a different schedule, but your main job here, I'm getting, is also supplemented by what we call side hustles, right? So side jobs, things that you're going to do to, or have been doing, to bring in extra cash. I'm getting that this is a great plan in general, okay, collective, and that we've been working on this and kind of come into a routine now where we're doing all these little jobs to bring in that financial abundance, being very financially responsible, but our passion for those things is dwindling, okay? So in a sense, I'm getting that we're going through our routine when it comes to finances, because it's become exactly that. It's become a routine, but it is missing that passion, okay? We're not necessarily enjoying or being present in the moment. We're just going through the motions at this point, is what I'm getting. And even from the Queen of Pentacles, just the imagery here, you can see she's very, very focused. She's just staring down at that pentacle, okay? Because in general, the Queen of Pentacles is someone who has a good head on their shoulders, okay? And does have a lot of abundance and things like that to bring to the table. Very balanced and good with money. However, I'm getting that we're so focused, again, on that routine that, yeah, we're not really feeling it as much in our heart space collective here. Alrighty? And especially with the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is all about walking away from things that don't serve us, okay? And although usually I get the energy from this card that something needs to be let go and released completely, it's more, I'm getting in this particular sense, it's more of a trimming down than it is a complete release and letting go. So it's something smaller that we need to release that will bring in big changes for us, big positive changes. And very interesting that these cards on either side, the left and the right, are surrounded by the Fool. The Fool is all about new adventures, new beginnings, that it's a decision for the collective to move forward. However, if you can even see here, the Fool is looking up at the sun, what could be the happiness that could be brought in, and there's the edge of the cliff here. And the dog is, the dog is there, man's best friend, as it were. And yeah, it looks like you have companionship in terms of wanting this new beginning. You have people around you that support you, that are symbolized by this dog here. But also this dog, if you take a look, kind of looks like kind of looks like the dog might be warning the character here, hey, you're about to walk off a cliff. However, the Fool is less about caution and more about new beginnings and exploring unknown territory. Taking what little we have here, what little knowledge we have into the next situation and just seeing how it goes. Okay. So I'm getting that once we reevaluate our routine here and prioritize things that make us feel good, okay, because for a time I'm getting that, especially with the routine that you're in right now, collective, that this routine did feel good. You did see the numbers growing. You were reaching and attaining more of your financial goals here. But again, there's the feelings and passion have been taken out of that, okay? You've been removed from that. So you're just going through the motions, 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, that kind of thing. And Spirit is reminding us to take a little adventure, do something for ourselves, and reevaluate what is a priority to us. Okay, we can still have these goals, definitely still important to the collective here I'm seeing, but again, missing this passion, this is what needs to be brought back, because the Ace of Wands is all about passion. Passion and very heavy communication, okay? So one of the affirmations I'm getting it right now, but one of the affirmations that I often hear, that I'm also getting in my head, thank you, Spirit, is what I want wants me, and what I need comes to me effortlessly. Okay, so what I'm getting is that, like I said, you've been so focused on the pentacles. You're going through the motions, but you're not necessarily enjoying it. And you might not even realize that you're no longer enjoying it because it's become so much of a habit. In the same way you might wake up every day, have breakfast, have a coffee, things like that, depending on your routine. Or even in the same way you have your route to work or your route back. You're taking the same streets, the same side of the road, around the same time, things like that. You don't even realize that it's such a routine for you, because it's such a routine for you, how little you are present in that moment and enjoying it. So even in those cases, right, in the case of driving to work or to the grocery store, things that you tend to do, you take the same streets, maybe pop on a song that you like, or listen to some old music, or drive with the windows down, or take a different route. Okay, or if you take public transit, sit in a slightly different area of the bus there, okay, or of the train, depending on where you live, things like that. Or go at a different time. Shake it up. Keep with your routine goals, but shake up the way that you're approaching them. Okay, and then this passion will come back in. There's someone here as well that wants to communicate with you. Usually I get that it's a person, but I'm getting that it's Spirit, to be honest. That because there is a lack of presence and being in the moment with this particular routine, it's become very mundane, that the universe is saying, hey, I'm trying to communicate to you. I'm trying to communicate to you, collective, here regarding what your next steps can be. Guidance in how to enjoy life while also reaching for your goals here with your abundance. But again, because in general we're not as present with our routine, we're missing these signs from the universe. Interesting. I haven't really had a reading like this before. Okay. So let's get another 5 cards to pair up with the first row here. Okay, one immediately flipped over. 1 second. Let me just grab that. Okay, we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay. Can I get... Oh, this one wants to come out. Ooh, Death and Rebirth. Awesome. Okay, the Fool. Let me see. Can we get a card for the Fool, please? Queen of Swords. Ace of Wands, please. Can I get a pairing card for the Ace of Wands? The Empress and 8 of Wands. Fast communication. Oh, what was that? Oh, King of Swords. Interesting, we have a pair. Alrighty, you guys. So paired with the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Page of Pentacles. All right, so like I said, we've been so focused on the abundance here that we don't even realize, because the Page of Pentacles is all about the starting of your abundance, right? So the little point that we start at, that where it grows to the Queen of Pentacles, to the King of Pentacles kind of level, right? To the Ace of Pentacles, wonderful abundance levels. However, because these two matched up with each other here, I'm getting a really big energy. Like I said, we're so much in our routine that we're not getting the full benefits of it. We're not getting the full benefits. We're going through the motions, but there are other ways to bring in more abundance and be more well-rounded. Okay. And then with the Eight of Cups, we have Major Arcana 13, Death. Okay. And it's interesting with this particular imagery because in the other decks I have here, Death is more of an ominous card, okay, very dark, quite dreary. But this particular deck, it's even labeled Death and Rebirth with an infinity sign. So it's an endless cycle of things ending and then new beginnings coming about here. Okay, so we have the typical cloaked figure here. But in this face of the figure, if you can see, again, we have the same trees that are here in the Oracle card, okay? The same like pine trees, I believe they are. Could be evergreens, okay? No, they're just black in here. But the same kind of trees here. And even the same effect with the light that's shining, okay? That symbolizes hope here. But even the same kind of speckled effect that looks like snow. So definitely getting a strong message, thank you, Spirit, that it's time to walk away, okay, and reevaluate what is meant for us and what feels good to us, because it'll give us this new beginning, especially when we have the Death card on the spread here, plus the Fool. Okay, we're looking at the different ways that we can bring more adventure, more passion, more life. Not necessarily plan so much. Although planning is definitely a benefit here, I'm getting more so that this is more about the emotions and feeling good than it is writing the plan out and sticking to the plan, because that's kind of how we got into this more mundane routine in the first place. Okay, and we've been thinking about this quite a lot. The Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, especially paired with the King of Swords. It's interesting that we have both of them on the board here. So there's a lot of logic that you've been applying to your routine. It's more so getting things done, is what I'm getting in my head there. You're wanting to go through the steps and get everything done in a timely manner, so then you can have more free time. However, with that free time, you're then doing other things to get other items on your list also done in a timely manner. So you're using your time effectively and productively when it comes to checklists, but again, you're not enjoying it, okay? And this is what we need to realize, collective, here. With the Ace of Wands and the Empress, there's so much more we can create from a more artistic, creative place. Okay, we have the Ace of Wands and the Empress. Great, great, great message here, Spirit. Thank you. There is so much more we can give birth to. It's not just about the Queen of Pentacles, not just about the ambition, just about the money, just about the routine here. Okay, so looking again at what expands our chest, what opens our heart space, what makes us happy, collective. It's going to give birth to new ideas that are going to bring more balance, but overall more fulfillment here. Much more fulfillment in our day-to-days. Yeah. And I'm getting the sense that once you have this period, like this walk that I said that's going to happen here, once you have this period of reflection, it doesn't necessarily need to be a walk. I am getting that it is going to be a walk. So take it as it resonates and leave the rest, okay? But this moment of reflection that's incoming for you, collective, it's going to be a turning point. Okay? And it may come off to others as a time where you're spending quite a lot of time in isolation. Okay, I'm getting the Hermit. However, the rewards, the personal rewards that are going to come out of this period of deliberate isolation and reflection are going to be very beneficial to you. Because right now, Spirit is trying to communicate, hey, there's more to life than just your routine. Let's look for ways to have fun. Let's look for ways to be playful. Because when we're in that mode as well, we can still have goals, but when we're in the mode of being playful, we leave ourselves open for the universe to send us these gifts, send us these ideas. Okay, brings our vibration up, gives us more feeling in this 3D human life, okay? And especially paired with the King of Swords here, very interesting. I'm getting the notion that once you go through this turning point, this transition here, and you start adding more game to your life, more playfulness, more of a childlike wonder back to your life, and a passion for what you're doing, being more present while you're doing these tasks here. I'm getting that you are going to start communicating that, the Eight of Swords, King of Swords, with others around you. It's going to be you're going to have more conversations, less conversations about your goals and grinding away and hustling away, and more conversations about balance and looking at things logically, in a sense that balance is something that is needed, okay, and it's benefited you. Interesting. Okay, Spirit, can we get some final advice or some final guidance for the collective here? All right, we have, wow, okay, we have 1, 2, oh, wow, and they all fit. Okay, so we have a few here. We have look at the bigger picture. Thank you, Spirit. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse here. And then the look at the bigger picture was full moon in Sagittarius. Then we have it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. Be bold and make the first move, and step out of your comfort zone. All right, so Spirit has a lot of advice. Okay, and interesting because we have Sagittarius and Scorpio, which are also the signs that are coming up. Because right now we're in Libra, and then we'll have Scorpio, Sagittarius, and everything. So again, around the same time that a lot of countries a little bit further away from the equator will get a change of weather here, okay? A little bit cooler months. Interesting. Yeah, so Spirit's definitely reminding us, you guys, we got to look at the bigger picture. Although every day we are going through a routine that is beneficial for our future selves, in the present moment, it is important for us to remain healthy spiritually and balance as much as possible. Taking time for ourselves, again, to give ourselves some love here, to do the things that make us happy outside of our routine. Okay, and that'll help us release negativity, but not so much that we are negative, but looking at the negativity in what doesn't add to our situation more so. It's not, I'm getting that it's not so much a mood, that you guys aren't thinking, you guys aren't down on your energy or in kind of a slump or in an area where you're having dark thoughts or you're imprisoned by your own thoughts here. I'm getting more so, just like the Eight of Cups, taking what no longer resonates with you, what no longer uplifts you and makes you happy, okay, and just trimming that off, releasing the negative weight here. And then step out of our comfort zone with the Fool as well. So a lot of these oracle cards are matching with the underneath cards from the first row and the second row as well. Yeah, there's definitely going to be an ending here and a new beginning for you guys. But it'll be more of a personal journey that'll just affect you up until the point where you are feeling really positive about it. You're seeing changes in yourself, in your level of happiness every day. And then you're going to tell your story to other friends and family around you. And I'm getting it's going to influence them to start looking at their life as well. Wow. And that's all we have here for today. Thank you so much for joining us, collective, or joining me, collective, pardon me. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely helps these messages be listened to, pardon me, by who they are meant for and when they are meant to hear them, okay? As a reminder, all my readings are timeless, okay? So they will find you if they're meant to. Spirit will always find a way. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful morning. Take care.